everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Spartans will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He gets a block. They bring him down, but not before a really... Turn sets up this offense in solid field position. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air, it's Jennings. And the defense, got him at the 27. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great
And the pressure gets to him again, another sack.
Can there be a better start for a defense than setting the tone with back-to-back sacks, forcing a 3rd and long, first time out the gates? Really good job by this defense.
On 3rd and long, they need a big completion. Throwing right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free and 4th down is coming up. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Marsh. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They'll leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Childs. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. With the catch, it's Kelly. They finally get to him.
big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the Spartans are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second and goal for this offense. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got 2nd and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got 3rd and goal coming up, and if you want to go for it on 4th.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Jennings. The short hands, it's Harden. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. To the air on 2nd down. Trying to make magic. Breaks into the open. And it's on the ground. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Great job by the defense, forcing a fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Maryland. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Love the route there by the tight end and man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Turns it loose deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the 1st half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Skips away from pressure. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
He wants to throw it again. Release to the back. That's caught. It's Johnson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Trying to keep this drive alive. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
And the Mustangs are in the hurry up. Looking downfield on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Grabbed in the middle, it's Belling. Lots of running room. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Wants to go up top on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
And as he throws, grabbed over the middle, it's McCray. Touchdown, Sparty! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll give it to Johnson. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Johnson. Still running at the 35. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that's going to give us a tie ball game. The Mustangs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And they'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open the second half with a run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You knew this first possession of the second half, it goes a long way deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a 3rd and long, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Right back to the well. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying to surprise him with the pass. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Looking to throw on third. Lets it go to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The field goal is no good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
The running back has it. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Motion from the wideout. They'll give it to him again. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. Quarterback adapting. Fires on the move. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight, it's close, tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll go to the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Jennings. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Turning it on. Spins away. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They run him out of bounds after a tremendous pickup on the play.
It's not fun playing defense. I got to cover these fast wide receivers all over the field. You're going to run tempo. You're going to spread me out. You're going to do all this stuff to me. And then it doesn't work, and you call a pass play, and then it turns into that because your quarterback's so special. This just isn't fun.
Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Smashes through the tackle. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, SMU! They move on top here in the 4th.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Catch catch in the middle. It's Kelly. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? And the Spartans will hustle to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Childs. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
He wants to go deep. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And this team's been very solid all across the board. And it's got to be a fun unit to coach, especially when you got quarterbacks out wide that you can just depend on. You can leave him on islands, you can vary coverages, and you see it right here. He breaks on the football. He understands where it's going, and that's such a luxury to have a guy out there that you can trust for a whole football game.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Snags it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Michigan State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And it's decision time now, because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick an extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brinson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. To the air, it's Jennings. Makes the catch, it's Johnson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking to fire, extending the play. Going to try to get it himself. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Right down the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. That last one leaves him 8 yards away from pay dirt. It's 2nd and goal. Wants to pass the clock an enemy. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be fourth down. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And there's a lot of celebrating going on over there, but there is still time left on the clock.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights. And, David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Hauls in the deep ball. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
He's brought down after 33. That's a first down for the offense.
These corners going to give these receivers some space. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great. The home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. to the woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll run it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll run the screen. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try it over the left side. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I gotta say, watching this guy run is giving me PTSD from when I played against Michigan State back in college, and they had a big old running back named T.J. Duckett that was wearing our defense down. He got stronger and stronger as the game went on. This guy has a little bit of that in him, too.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to pass. It's Childs. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Now the play fake. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's got him this time. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying play action. Moving out of the pocket. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Spartans!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the extra point is good. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to pass. It's Green. Finds his man. It's Washington. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Razorbacks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Makes the grab. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
And the Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got...
Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, Arkansas. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Childs. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the shotgun, the inside give. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now sliding to his left. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Finds his man. It's Jones. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Green. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Now they'll run it to the right here.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Blake. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Going to the running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Pulls it in. It's Washington. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Unleashes one deep. He's got it for a big play. Touchdown, Razorbacks. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more.
He'll take the deep shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell I just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the rebound.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the try is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. And the Spartans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Green. They're setting up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going, getting them on the ground.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. You saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
The throw to the outside is complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Leaves it with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. And the Razorbacks pick up the first down.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed gimme fourth down conversion either, but still, they trust in him to find the crease and keep this drive alive.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Oh, better look out!
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of their way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Smarty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here, let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive. He's not able to come up with it.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Spartans are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Childs. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Nice move to pick up yardage. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking for a gap. It's Russell. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Wants to throw. It's Green. He lets it fly. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Quick completion on the out. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Kelly. Oh, he's got some space. They're ripping off chunks of yardage and get it to the 33.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Rush is on him. He'll throw it. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Childs. Fires to the wideout. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Sparty.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? You kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime, or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Got his man. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. The DBs will back off a bit. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big throw. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. To the air, it's Green. He uncorks one deep. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And a great effort on the final play of regulation, but we've got more football ahead. First play of the first possession of OT. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on 1st down. Now adjusting. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, and give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. If he runs this back, this game's over. The 50. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20.
individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing off.
Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Sooners will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the back. He's in open space downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. This is what Spartan running backs do. They get behind their pads, they move the chains. Le'Veon Bell among many who've been great at that.
And Kenneth Walker, man, you pulled back a couple years ago, such a great season, too. But just that's their physicality. That's the brand that they've had. That's what their coaches embrace. You know, not being the quote-unquote main team in their state, but they're going to hit you in the face, and they're going to play physical.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The hand to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Looking for a man, it's Childs. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on fourth down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Belling. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
On target. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now, you don't...
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He's got it, first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Lets it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Man, a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Garcia. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Steps away. He'll pull it down and run. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides the back and leaves it. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, Wes. I mean, he has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. And a guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though. I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of little old Marcus Dupree.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes. And then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Quarterback's got the first. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Here we go. They go to the ground. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he puts through the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give on the inside. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Childs. Dumps it off in the flats. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Fires left. Intercepted. Bringing it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Oklahoma. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Belly. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Makes the grab, it's Kelly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's McCray. They'll wrestle it down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Quarterback keeper. And the Spartans pick up the 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. To the air, it's Childs. Flips it out on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Catch in the middle, it's Kelly. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed in the middle, it's Kelly. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it on the bootleg. Forced out of the pocket. He'll take a shot. Give him 6. Touchdown, Spartans.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Coming out with it, it's Sategna. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for room, it's up. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And the Spartans will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Garcia. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got a man, it's up. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as his offense tries to grind out some yardage. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know,
Breaks into the open. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years. But a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays, too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy's no different. He has a chance to be the next great Sooner receiver.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The sure hands, it's up. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Sooners have this offense rolling. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
the first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up in the 28.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And that is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
This quarterback part of their running game. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give them a little crease, you can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The give to the back. Got room to work. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Mateer. He'll try to do it himself. And some room to work. That is sucked out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. The throw. Inside the 25. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
There's the pressure. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Grabbed over the middle. It's Belling. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth-quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't make the connection, the pressure there, calls to miss timing.
And the D chooses to bring pressure. A lot of times, big moments when you get in these fourth quarters regardless, like pull the trigger, be aggressive, bring the pressure to them. They do. Hit the QB as he's throwing it and force the incompletion.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. They found a way to get him the rock, but he is stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. They take the lead just over a minute to go, and now, guys, the challenge, try to stay on top. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Unloads to the right. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. This defense is showing the Spartan spirit, and they are swarming.
I mean, they're making him earn everything. Nothing given up free, playing so good at all the levels of the defense. If I'm a Michigan State fan, I'm pretty jacked up at this performance.
At the 35, he's open. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the fourth down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete to the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets into the 40, and it's a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the pressure will get there. The sack, down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Oh, they're after him. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he'll be brought down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll run play action. Fires to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Spartans will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll ride Davis here. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Got a little space. Got enough for the first down and wants more. There he goes. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Football with the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They give it to him again. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? The physicality. They're gonna be blue collar. They're gonna roll up their sleeves, and make no mistake, every game you play against them, if you don't match the physical challenge, you will lose.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Caught behind the line. It's McCray. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Spartans are marching down the field. Off play action on 1st down. Dances away. Fires to the right. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but That thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
I know it was incomplete. I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Showing the arm strength to the left. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pick! Oh, what a play by this defense! Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. They'll run it from the gun. Can't get him to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Dances away to buy time. Grab near the marker. It's Kelly. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. Florida State 7, Michigan State.
First play of the period, 1st down here. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster.
Touchdown, Sparty! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down there in this red zone.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Get it out on the screen. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it on the outside. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Noles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Here's the handoff. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Noles!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Quickly complete.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He fires one deep down the right side.
And you could tell the QB found the matchup he liked, and that was the tight end running that 7 route or that corner route, trying to make a play, trying to give him the football, but really, really nice coverage on the back end. Not letting that big fella get his body on him and post him up. Doing a good job getting his hand on the football, swatting it to the ground.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And interesting, on 3rd and short, man, a lot of time defenses get really, really aggressive, so they try to slip in the screen, but they played it nicely, got pressure on the QB, got him there so...
Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy completion. Fouls through the defense. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He fires a bullet to the right. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
They'll immediately call timeout.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Castellanos. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Seminoles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Buys a little time. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. He's going to take off. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. The Spartans moving quickly to the line. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Kelly. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Childs. Under fire. Throwing on the run. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He's not afraid to go deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Childs. Got it in the middle, it's Kelly. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? And the Spartans are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. And they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't.
Turning it on. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
The Spartans trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. A first down run in the red zone. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. A strike downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Wood or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start.
He wants to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him.
Intercepted, just what the defense is not to order. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great.
Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Spartans. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Williams. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. It's Castellanos. He's taking the shot. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Oh, it's close. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped up.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop. Going for it all. Touchdown, Sparty. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Florida State, 21.
He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Toss to the outside. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the gun, the running back has it. Gets it past the marker. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down will open up the final period. Leaves it with the back. Finds some fresh air. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. To throw, it's Castellanos. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Normally, I would say, 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's going for a big play downfield. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The defense is going to dare them to throw the ball. They know the offense is trying to run out the clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Childs. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. They'll ride the hot hand. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. The Spartans need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route. By the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires toward the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed.